Felicia Ciociala says, do you think it's a sin to watch movies and shows that make inappropriate jokes or have some language, or is it only a sin when we personally make crude jokes and use that language? You're a blessing. Thank you very much. I appreciate that, Felicia. This is an issue where I hesitate to give an answer, not because I'm embarrassed or afraid of my positions or worried about what people will say about me. The reason I hesitate is because some areas it feels to me like we have a lot of Christians pushing their convictions on everyone else. And there's room in Scripture for certain topics where you say, I feel strongly, but I'm just going to do that between me and the Lord. I'm going to live that way, but I'm not going to make a big point of telling everyone they have to do that too. And I think on some of this stuff that is a healthy place for us to be. So the debate in the early church, one of the issues was food sacrificed to idols. You go to the marketplace and you go to buy food and you're like, I need some meat. And this meat is being bought from an idolater who, when they prepared and they got the meat and butchered it and everything, they offered it to idols. So in their mind is associated with idolatry. And the Christians are like, can we eat meat I didn't offer it to the idol, but it has been offered to idols? Like, can I eat that meat? And so Paul's answer is, yes, but. And Romans 14 talks about this. Pardon me. 1 Corinthians talks about this. The answer is yes, but. And my summary of his answer is this. Yes, technically you can, right? Because you are not partaking of any sin while you do that. You're not participating. But if it stumbles the person you're buying it from, if it stumbles the person you're eating it in front of, if it stumbles some other Christian, then just don't do it around them. Keep it between yourself and the Lord. And if you feel stumbled, if you feel guilty, even knowing that I've told you that it's clean, if you feel bad eating this meat, don't eat the meat, because your conscience before God is valuable. So don't violate that conscience. Now, I'm not saying that movies that say have coarse humor are permissible for all Christians, the way that Paul said eating of food sacrificed to idols are permissible. But what I am going to suggest is there's enough gray in there that I'm not certain of, that I'm going to just leave it to my brothers and sisters and leave it to your conscience. Don't violate your conscience. I don't feel comfortable with that. Don't violate your conscience. Now, inevitably, there's plenty of Christians who have zero conscience about anything. They would watch naked people on screens and be like, I don't feel guilty. I've seen it before. And it's like, well, you obviously have a damaged conscience. Okay. But you didn't ask about those things, right? You said, let me read the question again for everybody to be on the same page. Do you think it's a sin to watch movies and shows that make inappropriate jokes or have some language? In other words, there's a whole movie and somewhere in there is some degree of inappropriate humor. Oh, I didn't like that joke. Or some language. Oh, I wish they hadn't said that. I'm going to leave that to my brothers and sisters, and I'm not going to push my views on them. Just say, don't violate your conscience. Yeah, there's my current thinking on that. I hope it helps you think about it too.